Morning Flosstube, it's Jo here and welcome to my fourth Flosstube video. I can't believe we are at the end of October already. It's gone by so quick and that I'm doing another video. It only feels like last week, but hey ho, 4 weeks have passed, so I thought I'd better do my update. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who subscribed. Welcome back to my channel, and for any new people that are watching, I'm Jo and I'm crazy about cross stitch, as I'm sure everybody else is as well. It's a problem. If I'm not cross stitching, I'm thinking about cross stitching, I'm looking at patterns to cross stitch. So yeah, welcome. There's a few things I'm going to talk about today. Obviously what I've stitched on over the last 4 weeks, the projects that I've done. I've got 2 finishes. I also have my plans, and I know I haven't hit 100 subscribers. I'm 6 off it, but I'm going to do a giveaway for my 100 subscribers because I wanted to do it. I'm so close, so I thought I'd do it. So I'll tell you more about the giveaway later on. So first of all, I'll talk about what I've stitched on. I'm still doing obviously my 55 new starts for the year. For the people that have been watching, you know all about that. For new people, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing 1 start every week, every Monday over the next year, and this is my 3rd month. I've got some notes obviously down here, so I will be looking down. So we might as well get started. So the first thing I stitched on, which was the 1st of October, it was a Monday, 1st of October, was a kit. It was a Lucaresque kit, and it's the bird with the white roses. So this is what I started. It's on 16 count Ada. It was my birthday present to myself last month. And there's a few things about this that I was a bit unsure of when I started it. It's the first pattern that I've ever done where I've done dimensions, where obviously you use different numbered strands, so 2 strands, 3 strands, blends. You know, I'm used to doing that. This is the first kit or first pattern that I've ever done where there is different strand numbers but full crosses. So with dimensions it's normally 2 strands full cross, sometimes 3, and then normally like 1 strand or 2 strands half cross. But these parts where it's 1 strand full crosses, and it's most of the background, and I've never come across that before, so that was quite unusual. So I'm doing it on the Ada that came with the kit. The floss that came with it is Anchor, and they're on these cards, and this is how far I got within the 5 days of working on it. And oh, yeah, I am absolutely in love with this. So this bit here is all 1 strand full cross, and then this bit is 2 strands full cross. So I started in the middle, and then I'm starting to work my way up into the corner up here. But I absolutely am in love with this. The bird is here. So yeah, really pleased with how that's coming out. I don't like my white stitches. I don't think there's many people that actually like stitching white on white. It just never looks neat, and I railroad every stitch that I do, white, not white. But yeah, it's just, I just wish they looked neater than they do. And I don't, other than using a laying tool, I just don't know how to get them as neat as I want. I just don't understand. I'm sure it's something to do with obviously the the brightness of the white. It seems to be the lighter the colour, the worse the stitches look. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. So that was the first thing I worked on. Then at the weekend, it was my work on whips, and for every weekend I stitched on the same project. So what I'll do is I'll talk about that at the end of the month, when I get to the end of the month, so you can see what how much progress I've done all month on it every weekend. Okay, so the next new start was the 8th of October. I keep wanting to say November. The 8th of October, and it was a magazine piece, and it was the Majestic Peacock, and that was from Cross Stitch Gold. It's the peacock that's on the front cover. It's Duran Jones who designed it. Take my working copy out. We don't want to see that with everything scribbled all over it. So that's it for when it's finished. It's got beads, it's got cry neck. So I worked on it for 5 days. I'm doing it on some Magic Count fabric that I already had in my stash, just to use it up. So, and this is how far I got. So it is full of back stitching, this piece, and I'm sure I've mentioned it in the past, I'm not a massive fan of back stitching, so I'm going to start doing it as I'm going along. I've just done a little bit there, but I did all of the sun, the top of the bird, and then I've just started to work my way down, and I'm just going to follow it across. So that is how far I got, and it's been a joy to work on. I've really enjoyed every single stitch in this. I'm looking forward to pulling it back out and carrying on. So yeah, I'm really chuffed. Yeah, I'm loving that. It's absolutely, I've just started to put some cry neck in it as well, and yeah, I know you can't see it on the camera. It's such a shame that you can't see beads and the sparkle on camera. But when it's finished, I'll take some pictures and insert them into the video so you can see what it looks like up close, and hopefully that will show the sparkle and the beads off. It's such a shame that you can't see it, because I see all these chatelaines and they're absolutely stunning, and you just can't see the detail until somebody takes a picture and uploads it into the video, because the camera just won't pick it up. But yeah, really pleased with that. And then on the 12th of October, because I've been working on some of my other cross stitch pieces in the evening just for an hour, I finished one of my new starts, which was the fawn stocking, which I started on the 13th of August, which was my second start for this 55 new starts. And I finished it, and it is, it's out of Cross Stitcher. It's the fawn stocking. I did change the colours, and I finished it that night. So this is it. So last time when I put this away, when I worked on it for the 5 days, I'd done all the blue background and the bottom. I'd done the deer and most of the white in the deer, and I'd done the top row of the stocking and the white in the stocking. I hadn't filled in any of the white, so I've managed to fill all the white in. It needs washing, it needs ironing, and then it needs making into a Christmas stocking for Christmas. And then I need to find lots of goodies to put inside it to open on Christmas Day. So yeah. So that's my first finish to show you. On the 15th, Monday the 15th of October, it was my book start. Now, I haven't got a picture of this, but it was a daffodil with a bee, and it was out of the Flowers in Cross Stitch book. And I also finished this. It took me 4 days, and I finished this on the Thursday. So I did it on 14 Count Magic Guide, which was actually a rack that somebody gave me off Facebook that they didn't want, so I won that and decided to use it straight away. So I used it for my daffodil. It's obviously on Magic Guide. I haven't washed it yet, so it's still got the lines on, but this is the daffodil with the little bee, and the bee is super cute. I love the bee. So 4 days. It's done in DMC threads. I worked on it the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, finished it Thursday evening, and then pulled out the fawn stocking and worked on that. Did I pull out the fawn stocking? No, I didn't. I'd already finished that. I pulled out another piece that I've been working on in the evenings, which was the Elegance Beauty piece that I started last month. So that's my second finish for the month. I just love that bee. It's so super cute. I think I might use that bee for a small as well. I might do a couple of on a piece of fabric and put them in a, you know, one of the see-through plastic coasters. So yeah, that was my second finish. On the 22nd, Monday the 22nd, I started the black and white mask. Now, this is what it'll look like, or what it should look like when it's finished. But I'm not doing all of it. I'm only doing the mask. I'm trying to take out just around the mask, which I thought it'd be easier. Sorry, I've got Flosstube itchy nose. But it's not easy at all. There's nowhere I can see the end of the mask. The only place is here, and I've just started working over to this section here. I started in the middle, worked up a bit, worked across a bit, and then I'm just trying to get to here, because I'm hoping that once I get here, I'll be able to work my way up and know exactly where the outline is. There's only 9 colours in this chart, and I was hoping that there was going to be a dark black line, hoping that there was going to be a dark black line so that it was easy to distinguish where the mask ended and obviously the rest of the background started. But it's not like that at all. It's slow going. I'm just working my way out, doing bits as I can. I can see myself having to rip some of it out eventually, because I'm going to go too far out and then realise when it comes together. So I'm doing this on 16 count Ada, because obviously I couldn't see because I wasn't too sure where the outline of the mask was. I've done it on a big piece of Ada, and it's going to be a lot smaller than I thought it was. So it just looks like it's really tiny in a big piece of Ada, but I wanted to make sure I had enough around the edges to make sure that it fitted it on. But there is where we're up to. So that was the middle. I worked up first and then worked down, and I'm just working my way across. But I'm absolutely so pleased with this. I'm going to do the eyes black, and then I'm going to fill in some of the background in black as well. But that is how much work I managed to do on it in the 5 days. So yeah, really chuffed. It's an artsy pattern, and if I can remember correctly, it's on their Facebook page and it's a free pattern. If you join the Artsy Facebook page, they do free patterns every now and again. They're on the files, in the files section. So yeah, free pattern. And then on their website, they do 2 free patterns on the 15th of every month as well that you can download. So free, stunning, and I'm really enjoying stitching on it as well. So put that away for now until I can bring it back out again. And then the only other thing, so the other thing that's obviously I stitched on was the whip that I said that I'd worked on every single weekend of this month, except from this weekend. I've hardly done any stitching. My stitcher books nowhere to be seen again. So if you see it, can you send it back to me please, because I miss it. I don't know if it's because I'm working on something that I don't want to work on. Yeah, it's because I'm working on a whip I don't want to work on. So I put it away and decided to play on the Xbox instead. I'm looking for it. I don't even know where it is. I'm so fed up with it. I don't even want to find it. Oh, it's here. Sorry. Yeah, so you haven't seen this yet. It's one of my original whips before I started the 55 starts. Started a long time ago. And it's part of a set 4. I've just got no interest in this at all anymore. No interest. It was a Chinese kit. It's part of 4 trees. I'll insert a picture here. The reason I'm doing this is so I know when I'm editing it that I'm inserting something here. So I'm inserting a picture here. It's 4 trees. Obviously the 4 seasons, so spring, summer, winter and autumn. I bought them separately. I should have bought all 4 from the same place. And what happened was 3 of them came and they were printed kits. And this one came and it's not printed. And it's just confetti. It's complete confetti. And I don't park, so it's taken forever to do. I've done one of the printed ones. I've still got the other 2 in my stash. I've got no interest in doing at the moment. And then this one. And I really want to get this finished because it's quite close. So I'll insert a picture to show you what all 4 of them look like. And then I'll insert a picture to show you where I was up to before I picked this up at the beginning of the month. And then I will show you what this one looks like. So this is the happy tree or summer tree, and it's kit. I got it off wish.com. I think I paid £4 for it. Really cheap. Came with all the floss. It's from 14 Count Ada. It's nearly done, but I just want to finish it. There's a couple of threads that are hanging down, but yeah, this is where we're up to. So when I started, I've done this, finishing this part page here. I've done that as well. So all I've got to do now is fill in that bit there. The end of this flower, there's another flower there, and then a bit at the top. And then that will be done. And this it's not my oldest whip, but it's one of my oldest whips. I'm going to show you the back. Oh, it's like floss art. I actually prefer the back. I think the back looks more interesting, but yeah, that's the back. So yeah, And what I'm going to do with this is when I finished it, which hopefully will be next month, I'm going to pass on the pattern if anybody would be interested in it. Don't comment on this video if you want it. I'll do that next video. You can, and we'll do a draw for it if anybody's interested. Obviously, if you're the only person that's interested in it, then it's yours. So we can sort that out in the next video. So yeah, so that's what worked on every weekend except from this weekend just gone past because I didn't want to pick it up. And then the other two things that I stitched on this month was when I finished the fawn stocking for my evening focus piece, I carried on working on the Elegance and Beauty, which was out of the Cross Stitcher magazine, and it's called French Sophistication, I think. I keep calling it Elegance and Beauty and I don't know why, because that's not the name. So it's out of issue 243, The World of Cross Stitching, and it's that piece. I started it last month as part of my 55 new starts, and I'll insert a picture where I was up to before I picked it up this month, and this is where it's up to now. So I have finished the cross stitching. All the cross stitching is finished in crow neck and in the colours that were in the charts, and I have now started to do the back stitching on the flowers. I've just done this bit here, this bit here, and now I'm working my way down here. So I've got the 4 sections to do the back stitching, and then I've got all the beads to attach. So yeah, I just need to get that finished, and then that'll be another one, and hopefully I'll get that done for next month, and then I can take that off my WIP list as well. And then the last thing that I stitched on this month was my morning focus piece, which, if you watched my last video, was I decided that I was going to start doing a focus piece in the morning and a focus piece in the evenings. And the focus piece that I was going to do for the month was the Secret Garden, which is another free pattern. It's off this website, and this is Secret Garden. I'm doing it on 18 count magic guide with DMC threads, and I'll insert a picture where I was last time you saw it, and now where it is. And I said when I started this at the beginning of the month, that my plan was to finish page 2, and I finished page 2. So I've got 30 pages left to do. It's 32 pages. And there is where I'm up to. So page 1, page 2, all confetti. An hour or 2 every morning I worked on it. And I'm glad I finished page 2 because it's a perfect place to put it away now. And yeah, it can go away for a couple of months because I'm going to change my focus piece now for the mornings, and I'm going to work on, just bear with me 1 second, let me get it out of this cupboard. Okay, sorry, I had to pause it because I couldn't find it. My focus piece I'm going to work on is going to be the Mirabella Christmas in London. So I'll show you where I'm up to with it. I'm going to work on this for an hour or 2 in the mornings for the next month. I've got no plans on how far I want to get, but we'll just see. So that's my starting point for Christmas in London, and we'll see how far I get over the next month. Yeah, first piece of linen I'm working on, so it's stitches are taking a lot longer because I'm terrified of miscounting obviously and creating a lot of issues. So yeah, I'm going to work on that for the month, and then focus piece for the evening, I'm going to work on the Elegance and Beauty until it's finished, and then I'll pull out something else out on the 55 New Starts to work on in the evenings. So that is everything that I've stitched on. So next I'm going to do plans. I've got a little bit of haul, I'm going to do the giveaway, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop the video, I'm just going to put some of this away, and then I'm going to carry on because I've worked out that my phone will only record 30 minutes at a time. So we're getting on to 26 minutes. So I'm going to stop it, put some stuff away, and then I'll be back straight away with plans and haul and giveaway for you. It will be instant for me. There will be lots of messing about. All right then, I'll see you in a bit. Take care. Bye.